Right guys, welcome back to the workshop. So as you can see behind me, the new logo is now on the wall between the two wavy flags and is looking sweet, even if I do say so myself. So before we get into today's video, I just wanted to take a moment to thank each and every one of you who have subscribed to the channel. It's you guys that actually encourage me to continue making videos. So for that, I am truly grateful, and I really do appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you for that. And also, if you're new here and you're not yet subscribed to the channel and you like DIY, woodworking videos and tool reviews, then why not consider subscribing? I'd really appreciate it. So getting back to today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at a two-stage air filtration system which I've purchased for the workshop. Now, I purchased mine from Rutlands here in the UK, and they had it on sale from £199 to £149, so I thought it makes sense to purchase it as it's something I've actually been looking for the workshop. So this is where I hold my hands up and admit that I've kind of been neglecting the dust extraction side in the workshop, and I am 100% wrong for doing so. That's probably one of the most important aspects in a woodworking environment. So my original intention was to sort out dust extraction for the table saw, bandsaw, planer thicknesser, a different system for like the smaller handheld tools such as the sander, trim router, jigsaw, and then later on down the line I was going to plan on purchasing some sort of air filtration system for the workshop to remove the airborne particles. That was until I got one of those really annoying emails that said, come check this out, reduced, and I clicked on the email, had a look, thought that's a bargain, 50 quid off, I'll have that. And before I knew it, I was 150 quid worse off and the proud owner of a two-stage air filtration system. At the end of the day, I'm not going to beat myself up about it, because the way I see it, it's something that I was planning on purchasing for the workshop anyway, and as far as I'm concerned, it's 150 quid well spent. So moving forward, the next few items that I will be purchasing for the workshop is dust extractions. I've got a few ideas in mind, but I'm still kind of looking into things. So if that's something that you've been kind of thinking about, then stay tuned for those videos, which will be in the coming months. So without further ado, let's get it out of the box and check it out. Instructions, remote, and your chains for hanging it off the ceiling. So as I've already said, I purchased mine from Rutlands here in the UK. There are other models. You've got the Record Power one. Axminster have got their own branded version. And I noticed online the other day that Shapak actually have their own model. That one actually looks slightly different to these ones, whereas the Record Power, this one and the Axminster all look more or less identical apart from the branding. So right out the box, I can say that the casing is actually made of plastic. For some reason I just assumed it would be metal casing, but it is actually all plastic. Not that that it's really going to make a major difference unless you plan on bashing it with a 2x4. Maybe someone that's got either the Record Power, the Axminster, or even the Shapak can let me know in the comments whether they are actually plastic or metal housing. So on the front or the back, depending on how you look at it, you've got your filters. There isn't actually a release tab as such. You've got these little tabs that actually help to hold the filters in, but the only way you can actually get them out is by stretching the actual casing, and then you can remove the filters. I would have thought there would have been like a flip catch or something, but there's not. So the inner filters, you've actually got solid plastic around the outsides of the bags. It's fairly well made, that ain't going to break in a hurry. And then if you look in here, you've got your usual like sealing strips just to provide an airtight seal. And then right inside the machine you've got this like mesh. So on the back or front, you've got your vent. This is where it blows the clean filtered air back into the workshop. You've got your speed settings and your timer settings. You've got your fuse in there, and you can either use the remote to turn the machine on or via the actual buttons on the machine. So turn it on and you get that audible beep. So it automatically goes to the lowest setting when you first switch it on, and then to increase the speed, and even on the highest setting I'm not shouting or anything and you can still hear me easily enough, so the sound levels are fairly low. Once again you've got the audible beeping, so if you can't actually see the panel you can hear it. So you can also use the remote to turn it on and off, alter the timer and speed. You can set a timer, so if you leave the workshop and want to leave it running to clear the air, the only negative with that I can see is you only get 1 hour, 2 hour or 4 hours. Would have been nice to have maybe 30 minutes. It's not a deal breaker, but it would have been nice. That's really all there is to show you on the machine. I'm not sure how far this remote actually works. So bearing in mind I'm only using the supplied batteries, which may not be that great, I'm inclined to agree with the other reviews on the Rutlands website regarding the range on the remote control. Personally, I don't think 6 to 7 metres is an adequate distance for the remote to work. In my workshop, it's not going to be an issue because it's only 5 metres in length. So even without the remote, I'm never going to be more than a few steps away from the actual filtration unit itself. So for me, not a problem, but for those of you with larger workshops, that could be a slight issue. So despite the range not being great on the remote, I'm more than happy with it. I think it's going to be a fantastic addition in the workshop and should make it a more pleasant environment to actually work in. So happy days. So that's all there is to say really. There's not a lot to them. So if there's any questions that I haven't managed to answer or cover in the video, then feel free to leave a comment and I'll do my best to get back to you. So as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget you can follow me on Instagram now, so if you're not already, head over there and give us a follow. Much appreciated. So until the next video, stay safe and you'll see me in the next one, guys. Cheers for watching.